That's a thing?
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. I am excited about the thing that we're doing today.
You are?
I'm very excited
What
about
is it that gets you going about it?
So, it was a thing... Okay, well, I can't say it's a thing yet. It was a substance that was on a TV show that I used to watch when I was little called 3-2-1 Contact. This has been something that I've always been curious about, and you suggested that we try this out and see if it's a thing.
And so here we go. Pickles. Nope, we are playing with a metal that turns into liquid in your hands. Gink, gink, gink. Letting all the gallium off the paper bus. This has a melting point within kind of like the hand holding temperature.
Right, right.
So it's a little more soluble than an M&M.
Yeah, it melts in your hand.
Mm-hmm.
And it would probably also melt in your mouth, although that would probably be a really bad idea.
Yeah, don't drink this at all.
When I was little, I had a fantasy about gallium. I thought that it would be like if you lived on a planet like Hoth, that it was so cold that you could like build buildings with gallium. To like melt the stuff to make the buildings, you wouldn't have to like build a furnace that went up to like thousands of degrees.
Yeah. I like that fantasy because in this fantasy, the iron smelting plants that we have today will just be like people hugging metal.
Yeah.
Gotta melt it down, guys. Make sure it's warm with your body. It'd be like that.
Ugh, would you have to talk like that?
Yeah. This is a planet full of speech impediments. I have been warned it is a pretty... It's not... I don't think it's dangerous per se, but it stains a lot of stuff if you just let it sit there.
If you're watching this and you like want to try gallium, you should definitely heed all of the warnings that the website that sells the gallium has.
Google gallium MSDS and see what kind of care you need to have for it.
Yeah, we can dip it in there. Like, this is legitimately hot water, and I think it's going to melt it pretty quickly.
Gotta keep that gallium melting.
Gotta keep it melting good.
And if you don't melt it down,
You gonna do it like you should.
So next up on watching things melt, ice.
Yeah, so what kind of looks a little bit like water moving around, that's actually the metal melting. It's not completely melted, but I think it's melted enough that
We can maybe ply around.
Yeah, let's see what happens if
Okay.
we try to pour it out.
Whoa!
Did all of it come out? That's just straight up like Terminator style right there.
I feel like me and my big, strong friend got to break my mom out of jail. I think the only problem with making things out of gallium, if you were on like Hoth or some other cold planet, is that you wouldn't even need like guns to defeat you. You just need a bunch of blow dryers.
It kind of fulfilled the fantasy that I had.
That's great.
I'm ready to make my call.
I'm ready to call it too.
Yeah. You want to do it on 3?
One,
2, 3.
Thing! Yeah, that's a
Nice.
thing.
That is...
If something on the periodic table of elements can't be a thing, then what can be?
Yeah, that's a very good point.
I learned something today.
I think we all learned something today. That if you're on the periodic table of elements, you are automatically a thing.
Yeah. Uranium, you're in. Molybdenum, you're in too.
Yep.
Phosphorus, gotcha.
Californium,
Ooh, you're in there, Einsteinium.
just by the skin of your teeth.
Ugh.